Hello and welcome back to Meet Someone Who. Today we have Meet Someone Who Lost Jesus. Saundra, I've known you for how many years now?
I'd say about
4? 3?
3. I want to say 3. Yeah.
3. I'll say 3. Okay, cool. And how old are you?
I'm 21.
And how old were you when you lost Jesus?
I actually lost Jesus, I'd say about a year ago.
And losing Jesus, I mean, it happens, comes and goes for some people. Would you say that the giant cross tattoo on your leg, would you say that's helping your situation, hurting your situation?
Yeah.
Are you bummed about it, having this big ass?
I wasn't whenever I had first, kind of decided to go a different direction. I was like, oh, this is just my journey. It just kind of shows my journey. Because I got it when I was 18 and I was still very into Jesus, very into Christianity, all that kind of thing. So whenever I first decided to go, a different way, I was thinking, oh yeah, it's like, it just kind of shows where I'm at, where I've been, and I'll just continue on with that. And as the years have progressed, I'm just kind of
just looking at your tattoo and just being fine with it.
Yeah, I gotta be fine with it, but I don't
You're not
really
someone who's against religion.
I don't hate it. It is kind of irritating to have people come up to me and being like, oh, I like your tattoo.
Sick. We're the same.
Yeah, and I'm like, no, that was kind of like a past, I don't want to say mistake, but it's just kind of who I was in the past. And now that I've had more and more interactions like that, I'm thinking about changing it. It's kind of difficult though, because it's just a big fat black cross.
Bold
it's not.
cross.
Yeah, it's a bold cross. I don't know how you cover that up, how you take that away, that kind of thing.
We'll figure it out when it comes time.
Yeah.
So okay, you said you lost Jesus around a year or two ago.
Yeah, about.
You grew up very religious. Your parents are both very religious. You went to Christian high school.
Yeah, absolutely. My whole childhood was church 3 times a week. I was involved in the worship team. I was involved with the children's church, a volunteer there. I would do little Bible studies. I went on mission trips.
And you were into it.
Yeah. Oh, I was super into it. Yeah. If you are indoctrinated from the day you are born and your parents tell you, oh, yeah, this is what we do. This is how we live. And this is the best way to live. There's no other way to live. Yeah. You're going to be super into it for a while.
Super into it. When I met you, you were morals this. And
oh, yeah.
and I would never do that. And that goes against this. And, a lot of negating a lot of the things that I wanted to do just as a young, hey, fuck it, let's do this.
Yeah.
It's
I mean, there was I feel like whenever we met, it was also still kind of different. Because I didn't go to church when we met. I didn't read the Bible. I didn't pray, nothing like that. Whenever we had met, I was more of I can do whatever I want, but Jesus still loves me kind of deal. Except I always had that one thing I would never do. I would never have sex before marriage. And I think that was more of a Christian guilt kind of thing, because
we love the guilt. The guilt,
the Christian guilt. It's
it.
a very real thing. If you have been raised in the church or with Jesus your entire life, people, especially my age to this day, if you're trying to get out of that, the Christian guilt is a thing that sticks with you for a long time. And it's it takes a while to kind of beat it out of yourself. You know what I'm saying?
Do you consider yourself a worse person or a better person because of this? Because I know some people are just hey, I found Jesus, I'm not a shit anymore, now what? We're not saying, hey, I'm a shit now.
I don't think I'm a shit now. I think, honestly, kind of walking away from that made me feel better, if that makes sense. So it kind of makes me, I don't think it made me any worse or better of a person, in general to other people. But for me, it makes me feel better. It makes me feel less guilty, more free, if that makes sense.
What I was explaining to one of my friends on Eli on the last podcast I had was that some people say they need religion or have religion to say that they're a better person. To say, I said, some people need religion to be a better person. I just don't.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I think about that a lot, because religion does work for a lot of people. It definitely does. It works for my parents. It works for my siblings and the people that I used to live with and everything. still go to church and they're still super into it and it works for them. It makes them happy. It makes them a better person. But for me, I don't need a rule book to be a good person, if that
You don't
makes
need a
sense.
set of, hey, be nice to your neighbor. Hey, be what? That's all it comes into.
Yeah,
naturally.
it's all like said and done for me. Like to me, it's just obvious. You don't need like a higher power to tell you like love your neighbor as yourself and respect those around you and don't steal, kill, lie, destroy, that kind of thing. Like I think to me, it's pretty obvious. Just be a good person. Like whatever your definition of good is. Like I obviously
don't hurt anybody. Don't sexually assault anybody. And
Yeah,
don't
absolutely.
kill anybody. That's pretty much.
And I mean, like, as a
You're
human,
not doing those things, correct?
No, I'm not doing any of those things.
You're not
no.
doing those things. Not anymore. Not anymore.
Not anymore. No, not since I lost Jesus, you
Not
know.
since you lost Jesus. You're
Yeah,
a changed man.
I am. I really am. And I'm proud of it,
You seem
too.
happier. As a
am.
friend, we had a year-long break of friendship, but since we're back and on it now, you seem a lot happier, a lot more bouncier.
Yeah, it is. Okay, let's go back to this Christian guilt thing. So whenever I had Jesus and I was like, yeah, like this is my homie, he loves me no matter what, that kind of thing. With the Christian guilt thing, if I wanted to do something, like if I wanted to drink, if I wanted to stay out way late, if I wanted to kiss a girl, you know, I couldn't be doing any of that stuff without feeling really guilty or saying, like, thinking that I did something really wrong. And I didn't want to feel like that anymore. I didn't want to do the things that I wanted to do that were in, like, the secular world harmless. Like, I didn't want to think that I was, like, disappointing a higher power or anything like that.
From
Like
just kissing a girl at a party.
Yeah, basically. Yeah. Or like just kind of like love who you want to love, or like if you want to drink, you can drink. If you want to smoke, you can smoke. If you want to have sex, oh my God, you can have sex.
So moving into that with your sexuality, one time you had told me like, hey, I love women. I love kissing women. I love being with women, but I don't think I could ever marry one.
Yeah.
Has that changed?
Oh,
Not changed in the do you want to marry a woman, but if you met a woman that you fell in love with and they loved you and you loved them, and would you change your mind on that? Would you be like, yeah, I could be with a woman forever?
Absolutely.
In holy matrimony.
I really do think I could. In theory, I do have like a loving boyfriend who I've
Right,
been dating
of course.
for a
That's
year.
that's what I mean. Because when you were younger, you were just like, I'd kiss a girl, I'd do all this with a girl name it.
Yeah.
With a girl, but I would never marry them because that goes against.
Yeah, it goes against whatever. Well, here's my thing. It was mostly, I don't think I could, at the time, I don't think I could face my parents with it because my sister had gone through that whole thing. Like, she came out to our parents as, like, she's a lesbian, like, she could never love a man, that kind of thing. And they basically told her, no. Like, not even like, are you sure? Like, we can fix that. They're like, no, you're not. You're confused. And basically what had happened is they had like put her through like Christian therapy and like all this stuff and made her feel like shit. And she asked them one day, like, if I were to marry a woman, would you come to the wedding? And they said, we love you, but no, we wouldn't go to the wedding.
Mic drop.
Basically. And they might have changed since. It was like about a year and a half, 2 years ago, whenever they had said that.
So you're kind of still the good one because you haven't.
Well, I mean, I'm fully bisexual, out and about it, like have been for the past couple of years, but not necessarily to my parents, because I don't think it matters.
Well, I've had a bunch of people on this show come on and say shit like that, like where I'm not part of this church anymore, and
Yeah.
I haven't told my parents. Please don't tell them. Like,
I mean, honestly, God, I don't really care. Like, they could listen to this, and then that could be the way they find out, and that's just how it is. I don't really feel like having that conversation of like, yeah, I've been dating this boy for a year, but for the past like 8 years of my life, I've been bisexual, and
I've
that's
been into girls, and
and like all that kind of stuff, because you know how that conversation would end? It would end with, well, how could you possibly say that if you've been dating boys.
That's how my mom was.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, like you're in this loving relationship. How can you know that you're bisexual? Or like, why would you even think that? Like, why would you even put a label on that? Why can't you just identify as straight since you're dating this man? Like, they don't understand that you can be bisexual still, like be attracted to women, but you can, like, if you're in a committed relationship, like you're in a committed relationship. It doesn't matter what gender you're into.
You're just monogamous.
Yeah, I'm a monogamous bisexual.
Yes.
Like, they don't really understand the difference between like how many partners you can have and like what gender you're attracted to. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, there's your sexuality, and that has it. You've always known you've been bisexual, but with this losing of Jesus, quote unquote, has that been something you've been more open about or supported, like out, like wearing rainbow shit and going to Pride and shit like that? Like, no.
Well,
still
okay.
not doing that.
I did go to Pride because I wanted to know what it was like. I went to Pride in Austin, and it was a great time. It was really fun, and it made me feel empowered. It really did.
Yeah, we love a good old Pride parade here in Texas.
It was good. I was like, oh shit, like I am bisexual and I am valid. This is kind of sick. Like, I've never been celebrated for my sexuality. Other than that, I just don't think it's that big of a deal. Like, it's
2021.
Yeah, I'm just
We're
at
all
a
gay.
point where I'm like, okay.
We're all caramel and queer.
That's what I'm saying. So I'm like, I'm at a point where, like, obviously it's different for everybody and their families and their households and, like, who their friends are and everything. But for me, sexuality is not a big deal. And if you're gay, that's awesome. That's great. If you're transgender, awesome. Like, I mean, a little bit different from sexuality, but, you know.
Yeah.
And, like, that's awesome and that's great for you. And I'm just like, I think it'd be great to normalize that kind of thing.
Right.
Of like, instead of being like, oh, it's a big deal. Like, wow, you're gay. Like, Jesus Christ, you know?
Yeah.
But like, because that's like kind of the environment that I grew up in. Like, if somebody was gay, no, you were not. You shut up about that.
LOL.
Don't ever don't ever talk about it. That kind
you don't
of
know
thing.
what you're talking about. Shh, 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 shh.
You know.
That kind of thing. Like, shh, shh, shh.
But
it's okay. It's okay. It'll be okay.
You know.
Okay, so you went to a Christian high school, all these hormones raging and you knowing you like girls and all these things, blah, blah, blah. You went to a Christian high school, then you move out of your house, you go to A&M. Well, you moved out of your house before you started going to A&M because you were going to TCC for a second.
I wasn't going anywhere. No, I was just working.
You were just at
That's
your
whenever
brother's.
I met you and
Okay, so you were just working.
Yeah.
So now you're at A&M, you have your own place, you have a roommate, you have a boyfriend, all these things have changed. How has been being at A&M, like, how is that, having all this freedom? Because you said your parents were really strict and you did go to this Christian school and you weren't going to have sex. And
Yeah.
you weren't going to, there was a lot of no's.
Yeah. All that changed. Well, I mean, it's kind of crazy, though, because if you've ever been to Texas A&M, you know that they're a public university, but you know that the Christians are raging there. Mm-hmm. They're everywhere.
They rule.
Yeah,
school.
basically. Yeah.
Okay.
Like, and they don't really, they let the LGBTQ community exist, but not out loud, if that makes sense.
And that was one of the first things you did when you got there was join the LGBT.
Yeah, I
group.
joined the Queer Aggies Club.
Queer Aggies Club.
Yeah.
How's that been going?
I joined it. I'm not gonna lie, I didn't love it. I found a few people that I liked, but it was, I don't want to put this negatively. Like, it's just a lot of people that are trying to figure out who they are, and they're very sensitive. And you can only, like, I can enjoy that, but I can't be my whole friend group. You know what I'm talking about?
You're not blunt. I wouldn't say you're a blunt, rude person. That's not what I'm trying to say. But you're very open and you don't mind saying things that are off the wall. And that's what I really like about you. We get along because I say off the wall shit, you laugh. You say off the wall shit, I laugh. That's kind of good shit. We're just here for a good laugh.
We're just here trying to have a good time.
I'm just here trying to have a good time.
I'm really trying to have a good time.
All it is, and that's why I love you so much. You're always a good fucking time.
I appreciate it.
Yeah, and you're down here just for this podcast. I really appreciate you taking the days off.
Of course, bro.
And taking the days off, you work at Spencer's. You're a supervisor. So that's funny how you're like, hey, man, I went to Christian school. I was abstinent. I was this and that. But now you have 3 nose rings. You're wearing a choker right this second. And you work at Spencer's.
I work at Spencer's. Here's the thing. I was a very sheltered child. I was hidden away from the world for a good 12 years of my life. I was homeschooled. I didn't go anywhere. My life was at home and at church, you know? And so whenever you kind of break out into the real world and you get to move out and kind of figure out the world for yourself when you haven't really been like, you've been told what not to do. But now with my rebellious spirit in me, I'm like, ooh, I really want to do those things.
Is it still rebellious now that nobody's telling you no?
Not anymore. It kind of...
But it still has that nice twing of...
It faded over the years. It really did. Whenever I had first moved out and, like, I was working at Starbucks and, like, all this stuff.
Smoking with me and Talia
oh, my God.
Day.
Every day, bro. I was like,
day.
I could do whatever I want. And, like... I still had some good habits. Like, I worked out and, like, I showed up on time to my job, working, like, 40, 50 hours a week. Like, I still had my shit together. But I was doing whatever the fuck I wanted to. Like, if I wanted to get drunk that night, I could do it 3 nights in a row. If I wanted to smoke 4 times a day, what the fuck ever, yeah.
Nobody else's
Nobody's
time but mine.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, it was on mine. So I was like, I'm going to do whatever the fuck I want.
Have you kind of grown out of that since
absolutely
moving out?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. It took a little bit. I had to realize that, you know, for me personally, I can't smoke every day. I have responsibilities. I'm trying to finish school. I got a full-time job. Like, I can't be getting high off my ass every day.
It's not party mode anymore.
It's not party mode anymore. It's kind of like, let's get my shit together and, like, start acting like an adult instead of like a kid with all this freedom.
So would you say some people equate, like, losing your religion to, like, not being lazy, but to losing your sense of, like, ritual and routine and stuff like that? Like, you pray, like, I'm asking, I guess, did that make you more of an adult when that happened? Like, did it kind of put you in a realistic sense of, like, damn, okay, I do have to do all these things for myself and, like, it is time?
Yeah, well, I mean, I had my my Christian routines whenever I was like a kid. Like, our parents would make us like pray every morning, read the Bible, that kind of thing. Our parents wouldn't like have us go to church and everything, to the point where they thought that like we wanted to do it, and which I did. I did want to do it. And then at some point in high school, I kind of felt out of church, but I was still like very Christian, you know. I'm like, I don't need church, because church is a whole other thing from religion, let me tell you something. But I didn't really have those habits. I really didn't have any habits by the time I'd moved out of my parents' house. I just kind of did whatever, whenever, because I was like, fuck it, whatever. But I still had my like stamp of like Christianity, like, I'm not going to pray.
A literal stamp on the back of your leg.
Yeah, basically. But, like, I had, so I still had that, like, little thing of, like, yeah, I'm still a Christian, so I did whatever I wanted, but I still had that, like, thing that was built into me from the very beginning of, like, I need to keep Jesus no matter what I do, that kind of thing. And then the year that I had decided otherwise, like, I'd been talking to my friend John, and we had a lot of religious conversations, because he grew up Catholic, he was homeschooled, like, all this kind of thing, and we just had a lot of debates, really, about, like, why do the Christianity thing at all. And it kind of just, like, I don't know, it changed me a lot, and it was scary, because I was like, I've been holding on to this crutch of Christianity, of, like, this is the part of home that my parents told me to hold on to, and now I'm, like, letting it go. And so it was kind of like a little
emotional for you.
It was emotional. It really was. It was huge for me. And I think it was the best emotion that I can really describe is it was scary. Like, I felt
you feel
like,
relieved at all?
I do feel relieved. It was like, it was scary making the transition of like, okay, well, shit, if this isn't it, then what is? And I came to the realization of, who fucking cares? Like, who really cares?
You don't know, and nobody knows.
Yeah, nobody knows. So why am I, like, so concerned about it? Like, if nobody really knows for sure, then why are we, like, making religions and making rules for ourselves and all that kind of thing?
And
yeah, like, why is it even worth it? Like, why am I concerning myself if I'm not going to know either way? If I'm going to die either way? And, like, there's no way to know if there's heaven or not. Like, it's just, who fucking cares?
And what my mom asked me, she's like, okay, there's no way. Like, when I was like 16, I was like, I'm atheist, and my mom would ask me like, hey bro, you can't be atheist, like, you gotta believe in something. Like, what do you believe in? I was like, you know what, I believe in the universe.
I like that.
I think this universe has many dimensions, and there's a dimension where I'm a boy, there's a dimension where I don't need glasses, there's a dimension where we don't have dogs, there's a dimension where I love cats, there's a dimension that everything happens, but I happen to be in a dimension right now where these things happen to me, and I have to live in a life knowing all these things, doing all these things, and being myself. And I just think that a string of decisions that were made upon you as a child, it will destine you for your real life. And are you spiritual? Do you believe in I believe in the threads of the universe. Like if I wouldn't have been friends with Talia again, I would have never met you. Like,
Right.
shit like that. Like,
Yeah.
I wouldn't be sitting here right today if I didn't make that decision 6 years ago to, hey, Talia, you want to be friends again? Like, because we had a fight, like,
Right.
back whenever.
Yeah, yeah. Well,
So I believe in, like, fate and shit like that. Like I don't know if it's fate or what, but there's a reason why you're sitting here on my couch right now.
oh yeah, I love to believe in reason because I'm not sure if I'd like to say I'm spiritual. Like I practice meditation.
Okay.
It's more for my anxiety. Because I'm not really diagnosed or anything, but like I do know that anxiety is a very big part of my life. It definitely exists. So I meditate every morning. I journal to like get my thoughts out and everything.
See, I had to pay a hospital to tell me to do these things.
Yeah.
These called coping skills.
Yeah, I kind of figured that out. I kind of did because we were talking about routines. Like I developed that routine, and it was very recently too, like within the last couple of months. Like I decided I'm going to wake up every morning. I'm going to make my bed. Great habit. I'm going to
We love a military style breakfast.
Yeah, you know. But like I wanted to and then I would meditate for 10 minutes and then I would journal my thoughts and then I would get breakfast. I eat breakfast every morning now. Like just like good habits. Like
And that's completely different from what you used to be like. You used to be like, I'm eating when food is presented to me.
yeah, basically.
I'm
I would
not
eat, like,
feeding.
once
I'm not
a day.
nourishing my body
No,
at all. Yeah,
no.
but now you wake up and you want breakfast. So would you say that you're caring more about yourself now?
Yeah, absolutely. It's like it's been like a process. It absolutely did not
But
happen
back
all at
before
once.
before this change, would caring about yourself look like praying and going to church? Probably not since you were little, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what.
Because I've never had a time where my mom used to make me go to church till I was like 11 or 12.
Right.
And there was never a time where I was just like, man, this is it. Like, I never felt connected like that to anything that had to do with church. And
Well, I will admit, I did have a time where I felt connected. And I have like a whole theory about that now. So I had gone to church camp. I hadn't gone to church camp for like 3 years. I hadn't gone to church, nothing. But my parents got a scholarship for me to go to this church camp with my brother, with his girlfriend, and with the boy I was crushing on at the time. And I was
Nice.
like, hell yeah. I'm like, oh yeah, I'm going to this church camp. Let's go.
let's do it.
So I went and it was for 4 days. And like, I don't know if y'all have ever been with church camp, but it's a lot of like, we play games and then we have like worship service like twice a day, like once in the morning and then once in the evening. We might have Bible studies in between, but like in between that, you got meals, you got games to play, and like you still have like teams and everything that like you compete and then you win points and all that kind of stuff.
Like a VBS type.
Yeah, like a VBS except for like ages 13 to 17, basically.
The formative years.
Yeah, yeah. So, and like during the worship services, like I wasn't into it the first couple of times, but it was like the second night whenever they're like, if you feel like you've lost Jesus, and they're like playing like their really emotional music in the background. They're like, you feeling like you lost Jesus, like you've walked away from him, all this stuff. Like now is your time, like he's calling on you now. And I like burst into tears, bro. I felt so guilty. I was like, oh shit, I haven't been living
knows,
Jesus.
like-
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I was like, he knows me, like I'm that one. And like it was emotional for a 16-year-old girl at the time. Absolutely. Especially being like raised and all that. I was like, man, I have been walking away from Christ and all that stuff. Looking back at it, damn, they emotionally manipulated me.
And you're a 16-year-old girl. You have so much other shit to worry about.
Oh, absolutely.
Does this boy think I'm cute? Am I skinny enough? Am I anxious enough?
Like, am I doing well in my classes?
No,
am I gonna
my
make
grades
it
good?
Yeah.
Am I eating right? Is my shit buttoning up correctly? Like, there's so
Basically.
much shit you're worrying about. But this guy at this church, at this school, at this camp is like, hey, bro, Santa's watching, and he's not into it. He doesn't like it.
You're sitting.
He knows you're not. He knows when you're sleeping. He knows when you're awake. Just that kind of thing. And he knows that you're not into it, and it's you.
And it's
today
me specifically.
Yeah. And he reached out to you, and what did you go up and speak in tongues and shit like that?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Oh, we were so into the speak in tongues. We were Pentecostal, you know.
And there it is.
Yeah.
Speak in tongues. That's what made me stop going to church forever. Was
Freaky.
Yeah.
Oh my God, they had me speaking in tongues at my Pentecostal church up in Illinois when I was 7 years old, bro.
I bet that's like the raw shit. You know how they're like, we need a virgin's blood for the spell to work. Like, I bet a 7-year-old speaking tongues is like the most sought after thing. Like, all your parents are probably like, yeah, that's my kid right there speaking tongues.
Speaking tongues. I just remember vividly at that church, like, I just remember them giving me a pamphlet specifically for speaking in tongues to my 7-year-old self. They gave me the pamphlet. They're like, this is how you do it. You feel the Holy Spirit, and then you just start speaking. It doesn't have to make sense. Like, it makes sense to God. I'm like, well, goddamn, why am I talking to him in English if he likes to speak it in tongues business? Like, I don't know. Apparently, it's supposed to be more holy. It's supposed to be one of, like, the gifts that God gives to his, like, followers.
Well, because you're supposed to be speaking directly to him and nobody else can understand you.
Which is so... I never heard nothing back.
I don't even know what I'm saying, bro. Bro, I don't even know what I just said.
I don't even know. Oh, I will tell you one thing, though. Since kind of walking away from that whole thing, my intuition has gotten a lot better.
Like your tummy feeling, like your gut feeling, really?
Yeah, my intuition.
Did you used to question it a lot?
Oh, yeah, all the time.
Would you think, like, if God wants me to do this, my tummy would feel okay?
Yeah, basically.
But it wasn't?
No, it would feel so... I knew in the books and what I've been told it was right, but it felt wrong. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Of like, oh, maybe you should like talk to this person about Jesus. Like, God, I don't want to be doing all that.
You make a friend.
Yeah.
They trust you. They ask you out to coffee. You do all these things, and like 6 friend dates later, you're like, so this whole time, I've been trying to get you to be into Jesus.
Yeah.
What do you think? Have you ever done that?
Never done that.
You never tried to convert anybody?
I felt compelled,
Yeah.
but I never wanted to ruin a friendship.
Did you ever want to convert me?
No.
You thought that was a lost cause?
Sometimes you kind of meet people and you're like, they're doing their own thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll stay out of this one.
Yeah.
We'll let God handle this one.
We'll let God handle. He'll change her heart when it comes time.
Yeah.
That kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I don't know, like, I say I'm not religious. I was baptized Catholic.
Yeah.
My mom was Catholic growing up. Her mom was Catholic her whole life. My grandma's name is Mary Santos, which literally translates to Saint Mary.
Yep.
So now I have a Saint Mary necklace that I wear all the time for protection, and that's about as religious as I get.
Yeah.
It's like ancestral stuff. Like, I
think-
have a little piece of my grandma in me.
Absolutely. Yeah.
I'm supposed to be fulfilling her. Like, she wants me to speak Spanish, right?
Right.
So I'm learning her favorite song to sing to her, because
that's
she
so
cries when the
sweet.
mariachis sing this song to her. So I'm learning it because I learned a bunch of Rosalia songs in Spanish. So I'm
That's so sweet.
yeah. So
I love that.
that's about as religious as I get. This is that's why my mom, she loves church, but she just goes for the songs. Like, she
Yeah.
doesn't really understand what they're saying in the middle of it. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, she understands, but I mean, they're like, pull out your Bible to verse this 8-9.
It's a whole formula now.
Yeah, I'm just like, bro, can't you just be like, and sometimes she'll be like, yeah, it was a good service today, blah, blah, but you should see how happy she gets when these songs come on, bro. Like,
religion works for some people.
Yeah.
It really does.
she sends me this paper. She takes a picture of this piece of paper on her desk every day and sends it to me. She goes, every morning, and it's just this, like, prayer from, like, a Better Home and Gardens magazine. Like, you know what I mean? Like, the most standard, like, she printed this shit out.
Yeah.
Like, which, fine, I'll do it. I do it. There's this stuff over there. If you see that blue bottle, that spray bottle,
Yeah.
and that little thing next to it, that's a roller perfume thing.
Yeah, yeah.
We go to this guy to heal me because there's this curse on me. I have bipolar.
So
I'm
mental disease means that you have a demon inside you in Bible talk.
yeah. So that's
Yeah.
what my mom fully believes. So this guy rubs an egg all over me, heals me. Well, I've seen him twice, and he told me to rub my arm with the roller and
Okay.
then to spray my pillow with that blue spray
Okay.
every day
So
before I go to bed.
how's that working out for you?
I feel so much better.
Are you fucking kidding me?
I feel so much better.
Like better, like
But here's the thing. I've doubled my meds.
okay,
I've been going to behavioral therapy every day for a month.
which is also awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So my mom's like, see? And I'm just going to let her have it. I'll let her have it. Let her have. She's 55 years old.
Oh, just let her have
Let her
it.
have
She
it.
can have one thing as a
I'm going to let her have one thing.
Just one thing.
She can have it. And, but you're not, quote unquote spiritual. We always joke about Ra.
Oh, yes, Ra.
R-A, Ra. Like
The sun
in Ra's
god.
name, the sun god.
Yes.
So is that mostly a joke?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay.
If you're gotta be like, I say like Jesus Christ as an expression all the
Right.
time, but like that don't make me religious or nothing. It also doesn't take the Lord's name in vain. That's all I'm saying.
God, right.
That's
God,
all I'm
right.
saying. So everybody can shut up.
Life's
about
too
that.
fucking short. There's so many other things. People stormed the Capitol the other day. Like, there's some other
Like,
shit
why are
going
we
on.
so concerned about if God exists? If God is real, He doesn't give a fuck. That's
He
all
set
I'm
us down
saying.
here and is watching all of this unfold, and is gonna let the good people in and the bad people out, and that's just how it's gonna go down.
Maybe, I don't know.
I don't know. I just remember my ex-boyfriend just crying one day, and I'm like, "Baby, why are you crying? What's going on?" And he goes, "Because when I get to heaven, you're not gonna be there, and you're gonna be in hell because you don't believe in God." And I was like, "Baby, you think you're going to heaven, my love? You cheated on me. That's adultery, bitch.
It's adultery. You're gone.
You're gone, sister. That's it." But
All I'm saying is, Bible doesn't even mention hell. Hell doesn't exist. Hell is made up. Just saying.
if anybody you know out there is Jewish, please refer to them to this podcast. I want to talk to a Jewish person on this podcast.
There you go.
I want to know why hell doesn't exist.
There are the Bible talks about a world with God and a world without God. So whoever accepts Him will be with God, and those who don't accept Him will be without Him. So this world right now is like some sort of purgatory of where we have good and evil.
I've felt like I'm being bipolar, unmedicated, feels like you're in purgatory.
Purgatory, yeah, I bet. Jesus. But like, with God, without God, does that mean it's going to be all good or all evil? Like, it's very vague. So that's the whole thing with the Bible. It's all vague, and it's also written by humans. Who
And
knows if
I
it's
believe
real.
your take on it, because you were actually studying it and reading it, and I've been through the Bible. I've skimmed through. I read all the
Yeah.
red parts.
Yeah, all the red parts, what Jesus said.
What
you
Jesus-
know? Yeah.
I'll read
That's
all the
the
red parts.
important part, really.
Because I love Jesus. Jesus
Yeah.
loved thy neighbor. He was probably gay as fuck.
He was a
like
great hippie. He was
no,
awesome.
so great. Healed the sick.
Oh,
like
yeah.
like lepers first. Like I love this guy.
He's
And
a great
if
guy.
religion was, we're gonna teach you how to be like Jesus school, I'd do it. That sounds like church.
Well, see, here's the thing. Like, they talk about that, but my whole issue, like I had said earlier, like, religion and church are two very different things.
Yeah.
Because the church is one thing where you have all the people. What the church is supposed to be is a gathering of people in His name. But now church is, I need all you sinners to sit the fuck down. I'm going to tell you a Bible
And pay this
verse.
money.
Yeah, pay this money. Like, pressure you for offering, for your tithe, that kind of thing.
Tax free.
And then we're going to sing exactly 3 songs, all right? 2 fast and then 1 slow. We're going to stop. We're going to do offering, and then we're going to have our message. And it's going to be a very superficial message.
Vague.
Very vague message that you probably heard before. I'm going to pull out I'm going to cherry pick a few Bible verses to, like, prove my point. And then we're going to do another song, another slow song, and then do a little revival, whoever wants to get saved that day, and then we're done. We're out in an hour. And that's what church is. Church is not supposed to be like that. Church is supposed to be where the broken can come, where you are feeling lost or you need somebody, that's what church is supposed to be. And it's supposed to be a bunch of people who are gathered in his name whenever they're feeling lost or broken and they don't know what the hell to do. So they all come to church together and they pray and they talk to him, and then it's supposed to be
It's supposed
like
to be a community.
A community.
I remember my mom, and she does a lot of things wrong, but she does a lot of things right. Like, I was 10 years old at church, not wanting to be there, obviously, but instead of making me go to, like, Wednesday classes or Sunday school or anything like that, like, I'd go to the big boy church with her. But then, like, it was, like, on Tuesdays or something like that. We'd go and box food. Like macaroni, apple juice, you know, like cheap shit from Kroger.
Right.
Box it all up. And take it to these low income apartment complexes. Like, I'd go and we'd go in and we'd pray for them and give them food and leave. And I was like, I'm down for this.
Yeah.
This is me feeding the community. I'm 10 years old feeding my community right now.
Yeah, bro.
That's fucking baller.
Dude.
Like I could never go back in time and like thank her enough for that experience.
That's what I'm saying.
But it was in Jesus' name.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that's fine. My mom's like, we're healing the sick. And I'm like, that's what we're doing. I don't give a fuck.
Sure. Yeah, whatever label you want to put on it.
I don't care.
But all I'm saying is you can do all that and not have it in Jesus' name. And
Swear.
people can just be a good person.
Right? And my brother stole a CD from Target and had to do food bank community service. So that was his contribution to the society.
As a consequence.
His contribution to society for stealing the first Zayn CD that came out. He was either a Zayn CD or Ariana Grande, but
rest in peace.
Oh,
poor dude.
But so it should be a community thing, a way to help your community and for people that in need, as opposed to like entitled people that I'm an elder of the church and I can make the rules.
It's a hierarchy now. It really is. And there's a lot of corruption. There's
misplaced
a lot of,
respect.
Yeah. There's
respect for people that just don't need it.
There's freaking business, like, there's embezzlement going on. Like, there's like...
It's tax-free money, baby.
It's fucked up, bro. It really is. And that's why I don't hate religion. I hate the church. Like, religion, not for me. I'm not going to do it, but I don't hate it. Like, I'm not going to hate anybody else with any other sort of religion. Like, that's your prerogative. Like, that's what works for you. But I'm not going to go to your church. And don't tell me I'm going to your hell or whatever because I don't believe in it. Like, that's your thing. That's not my thing.
Not on you.
And it's not on me. So whatever your Bible says is going to happen to me because I don't believe in your God, keep it to yourself.
My dad said that one of his coworkers used to be like a crazy, I don't know if it was Pentecostal or what, but very, very into it and trying to convert him. Because my dad was Muslim until 9/11. Then him and all his family here converted. Like the next day. He said, fuck that shit.
No way.
I love America. I love God. I love Jesus.
Yeah.
I'm Christian now. So at that community church, the same one that my mom used to take me to, they got baptized. But my dad isn't religious. He hasn't gone back to church really since. He just kind of denounced Muslim and being Muslim and stuff like that, which is a huge deal because his home country of Iran, it's illegal to be any other religion. You have to be Islamic there. Right. Iran is the only country in the world where you still have to wear the hijab.
Oh, and like
Saudi Arabia, if you visit and you're not Islam, you don't have to wear it. But in Iran, doesn't matter where you're from, who you are, what color your skin is, you have to wear it outside. Everywhere. That's crazy. I was in a taxi and it came off one time and the guy's like, hey, I need you to put that back on. Like the taxi driver was like, hey, I'm going to need you to put that back on. They'll pull me over. Like, please. But so he got baptized. But his friend was always trying to convert him to their church. And my dad goes, okay, dude, there's an uncontacted tribe in the Amazon. Ooh. A baby is born there. Dies 6 months later from some kind of illness. Does that baby go to hell?
Ooh, I love that question.
And my dad's friend was just like, yeah, he didn't know the word. That baby's going to hell.
How can you think that? How can you think that your God would be so evil and just like, well, you didn't have time to actually even comprehend the very concept of
being alive
or like higher powers or like morality or anything like that. If you can't even like comprehend that kind of thing, like you don't even know what your body is. Like you haven't even discovered like your toes or like your legs or what the hell you are. And then you die and then your God is like,
you burn in hell forever.
Fuck. Nah, you're gone. Like, bro, I just don't
So-
want to believe in something like that.
I just love that question too, because it really shuts everybody up and puts them in their place just for a second. It's not like I'm not trying to shit all over religion. That's not what we're doing here. We've already talked about that. I appreciate religion for what it is and how many people use it for the greater good.
Yeah,
and
absolutely.
I appreciate people that do that, and that I'm just a little different.
Yeah. I just don't feel like I don't really want to follow anybody's specific rules. I think I want to be a good person on my own terms.
You want to go through and make your own rules.
Yeah,
based on
I
want
to make my own rules, and I don't think that's anything bad.
Has this strengthened your like relationships with people?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I'm
How
in
so?
the best relationship of my life right now. Like,
How's that going?
it's going great. We've been together for a year, the longest relationship.
He's our
I've ever
studio
had.
audience today. I don't know if he's listening, but yeah, he's right here in the studio.
Probably not.
The only studio audience we've ever had on the show. Lee, shouts out to Lee.
Shouts out to Lee.
He's gonna be on an episode one day talking about all his lighters and knives and shit.
Oh, that thing that he likes to do. Big
yeah,
old dork.
he's got hobbies. He's a good guy.
He is a good guy.
So he's a good guy. It's a loving, nice relationship.
Yeah, and it's made me more confident in myself because I don't have to follow anything that anybody else says. And I think it might also be the rebellion thing that I kind of developed as a child.
Well, I was at a wedding one day, and the preacher was like, either the man is the vessel for the woman to either the man is the vessel or the woman's the vessel, and one of them has to use the other. But it was basically saying that you need a man, to fulfill your life.
Yeah, absolutely.
And you
That's
don't
what the
feel
Bible
that way that
says.
you need a man
No.
to be holy or to be your spiritual full yin yang self.
Well, how the Bible puts it is, men, respect your wives. Wives, submit to your husbands. I don't think I'll be submitting to anybody anytime soon. I believe in equality in a relationship, because I mean that's how my parents are. Like obviously my daddy respects my mommy. That's just how it is. That's great. They're a loving relationship. But my mama submits to my dad in the sense that he has the final word. She can put her input in, but at the end of the day, he makes the final decision. I can't live like that. I need equality. I need discussion. I need compromise.
Hey, bro, I need you to help me out right here. This is what we're going to do. And you're just going to say yes.
Yeah, basically. Like, I can't.
But it's not I say jump and you say how high.
Yeah.
That's not what we're doing.
Like, no one's submitting here is the thing. It's like.
We're both independent. We're both empowered.
Yeah, we're both empowered. Like, that's what I need. Like, I can't have a person that I walk all over. And I do not have the personality or even like the capacity in my very soul to be able to fully submit to anybody. But I can commit to somebody. Like
commitment and submission.
Yeah.
Different.
It's like I can commit to somebody, but that means that we have an equal relationship going on.
Right.
I talk to you about this, you talk to me about this. If you go off and do something by yourself, you just let me know. Like, that's your own thing, whatever. You don't have to ask me. You just got to let me know.
Right,
It's
Hannah.
the communication.
Hannah being like, you wouldn't be mad if I went out in a mesh shirt and pasties? I'm like, baby, you can do whatever you want. As long as you're coming home to me, baby. You can kiss whoever you want. You can be with whoever you want. As long as you're like, hey, that's my baby right there.
That's mine.
So trust is a huge thing then.
Absolutely, yeah. And I think it's made it way easier for me, like kind of dropping the whole Christianity thing. Because if I were to remain Christian and all that good stuff, I would still be looking for somebody who hadn't had sex before, if that makes sense. Like, I would be looking
so
for
we're
a
here to
virgin.
say you're not a virgin anymore.
No, not a virgin.
So we moved past that guilt and shame.
Yeah.
And you feel
even
better.
holding it against other people who have done that in their past lives. And I'm the Christian, and I'm going to hold them up to my Christian standards. Like,
AKA judgment.
yeah, I can't be doing that. Like, I'm going to be really unhappy and really lonely for a long time if I keep doing that to myself and to other people. Like, I can't be doing that.
Do you think if you were born in any other time that you'd have the same revelation? Or if you were born in like the 80s or the 70s where secularism isn't that big of a deal and being religious is a huge like part of your community and way you're raised and grow up and have kids and have a marriage, and do you think you'd be more traditional if it wasn't 2021 and you were not at school and you married right after high school and just you'd probably be stuck. You'd be on Dr. Phil 30 years later being like, hey guys, I'm gay.
No, I feel like I would still work out similarly if I still had that childhood of like very Christian and very closed off to the rest of the world. I think I would still turn out the way that I do because I didn't go like crazy stupid doing.
No, and when I knew you, when I first met you, you weren't disgusting.
Yeah.
Like, you were a 19-year-old girl who just wanted to have some fun and
like,
chilling. And
literally just wanted to
and
have
that's all we
fun.
did was have fun.
Yeah. That's all we did.
That's all we did. I mean,
Like-
we didn't drink and drive. We didn't, like, there's no bad shit.
Shoot up heroin. Like, we didn't do any of that. We
like,
didn't, like, break into no places.
We were
like,
smoking weed. We're chilling. We're watching TV, and that's about it.
Yeah, we have, like, the occasional party. Like, with,
Just
like,
chilling.
yeah, just, like, I don't know. It was all vibes.
All
just,
vibes.
Like, just hanging out all the time.
Maybe we believe in vibes now.
Yeah, I believe in vibes heavy, bro. Especially with all that intuition business. Ooh, I believe in vibes heavy.
So there's some people that you just don't vibe with right away.
Yeah.
And I was talking to Eli about this, how there's some people that you meet and you just know immediately. Like, the very first time you said anything to me at Starbucks, I was like, this girl's gonna be my friend.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
Because
yeah.
Talia was already your friend, and I knew, but like Talia's judgment on friends is usually pretty good.
Yeah.
But as soon as I met you and said something to you, you were like working a shift, and I was just a barista, and you were just like,
let's go.
let's do it. You said something funny. I forgot what it was.
I don't remember either. That whole Heritage Trace business was a blur.
Heritage Trace.
Heritage Trace.
Heritage Trace.
like
We
that
love Starbucks. Most of the people you'll hear on this show are ex-baristas or ex-supervisors. So
Rest in peace. Never going back.
every barista has the gay gene, or every gay has the barista gene. We don't know.
I think it's a little bit of both.
A little bit of both.
I think, like, if you're gay, you haven't been a barista yet, you're going to be.
Yeah.
If you are a barista and you're not gay yet, you will be.
You'll be a little bit.
You will be. Just everybody's a little bit gay at Starbucks.
Right.
Everybody.
So what I wanted to ask, kind of I guess we're rounding in on about an hour. That's about how far I get in these things. What did I want to ask? Oh my God.
Take your time.
So has this affected your, since praying and going to church was never really a hobby of yours, growing up? I mean, it was a hobby forcefully.
Yeah.
But has this changed the books you read, the movie you watch, the TV you watch? Like, did you go out of your way to avoid some entertainment because it wasn't holy or wasn't of God or of the church? Or
Not really. I mean, as a child, like, I wasn't allowed to watch Nickelodeon or Cartoon Network or any of that kind of stuff.
You don't get a lot of SpongeBob memes?
No. I mean, like, they're there, and I'm like, I know what a SpongeBob is, like, you know.
I know of a SpongeBob.
I know a SpongeBob, yeah. And so, like, I was 15 years old secretly watching American Horror Story, like, in my bed. Like, I would still want to watch what I want to watch.
That's what I mean with the whole, if you were born in the 70s, do we know? Because now you can sit in your bed and watch American Horror Story at 15.
Yeah.
You can't go to the TV in the living room and turn on porn, softcore porn, and see what that's about. Like, accidentally rent a movie, or you know what I mean, like some shit.
You're like, oh shit,
some shit like that. So when you go back home and you see your parents, I know, like, you're here for 2 days and you're seeing me instead, but you see your parents, you still go and you still respect them and you still love them. Do they know?
Do they know? Yes. Yes.
So you've told them, like, hey, bro, this religion, not into it.
Okay, here's the thing. I haven't told them explicitly. I told them I stopped going to church, and I'm not going to go to church because I had moved out, like, maybe like 4 or 5 months after high school, moved to Fort Worth, and then I moved to College Station to go to Texas A&M. And so during my first year at A&M, I just had them keep texting me every Sunday, hey, you going to church? You going to go to church? And they never did that while I was in Fort Worth. They never texted me about church or nothing. I think they were trying to give me my space because I kind of left on bad terms, like real bad terms.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, so they were texting me every Sunday, like, you going to go to church? You going to go to church? Most of the time I tell them no. Sometimes I would lie, tell them, yeah, I totally went to church. It's cool. or like I don't have time, or like I work today, that kind of thing. And then I was kind of just tired of lying to them and having the same conversation every Sunday, and then knowing that every single time my mom or dad texted me, it was, "Are you going to church?" I was just really tired of having that conversation.
I think the reason I asked is because your parents' prayers, my mom prays for me all the time. All the time. So their prayers are switching from, God, please make her go to church more, to God, please make her like church, or just respect church,
It's
or
kind
love
of
God, or be like.
I think they've kind of figured it out. I've never had to explicitly tell them like I don't really love Jesus anymore. I've kind of told them I think I'm going to do my own thing for a while, and they're letting me. Like, it broke their hearts, like they cried about it, that kind of thing. But
Have they stopped supporting you? I know you do everything on your own. You have your own job. You pay for your own shit.
right.
If they've supported you in any way financially, has that ceased?
I mean, they haven't financially supported me. I haven't asked for anything since my freshman year, when they thought I was still going to church. So I don't know if that's like
A situational thing?
yeah, I
or-
don't know if that's because if like causation and all that kind of stuff. I don't know if that's like really a thing, but they haven't held anything against me, if that's your question. Like,
Okay, that's what I want to know.
They haven't like held anything against me.
Like, man, this pizza looks yummy. I wish you loved God.
No, I had to have a conversation with my dad because it was starting to feel like he was more of my pastor than my father. Whenever I was like older and I'd moved out, and any time that we would speak, it was always something about God, always something about Jesus. And I had to sit him down.
Just get tired of that, right?
And yeah, and I just
like,
had to
hey, I just want a dad real quick.
That's exactly what I had to tell him. I had to tell him, I need a dad. I don't need a pastor. I need you to be my father.
If you wanted a pastor, you know where to find one.
Yeah, I know where to go. Like, if I want one, but like I can't. Like, I need a dad, and that kind of made him back off. But I mean, even like this past Christmas break, I went home for a couple of days. And anytime I talk to my mama, we'll have like a nice little conversation. And then she'll always like, at the end of the conversation, just being like, we're always praying for you and your sister, hoping for y'all to come back, like waiting for the day, all that stuff. And I just let her.
Yeah.
I just gotta let her.
Everything I talk to my mom about, she's like, if you just ask Jesus in your heart to like blah, 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 blah. And I give it to her. I let her. Thank you, mom. Thank you, mom, for praying.
Oh, yeah.
Me.
I say,
appreciate
okay,
it. Like,
okay, thank you. Like, that's
all they could. If that's all they could do, that's all they could do.
I can't shatter their hearts like that. Like,
Yeah,
I can't
fuck
do
you.
that.
Don't pray for me. I don't believe in that shit. We're not disrespectful.
Yeah, like, I can't, like, that's their way of telling me that they love me. Like, I'm gonna pray for you. Like, that's their
love language.
Yeah, it's kind of like, that's how they say, like, oh, I'll be thinking about you, or like
sending you posy vibes.
Posy vibes, like, bro, I'm gonna be like, it's just like their way of saying, I care about you, I'm thinking about you, I'm gonna pray for you. Because if that's in their daily routine, they're gonna be like, hey, I'm gonna add you to my daily routine, like thinking about you, talking about you, that kind of thing. Like, I can't be mad at that.
No, I mean,
no
that's all we
way.
want. It's like I was saying in my last episode, we just want one person who loves me and then another person who loves me, and that's kind of a parental roles. Right
Yeah,
there.
basically. Like, and they're figuring it out. It's taking time, but they're way better than they were like 3 years ago. I'll tell you
good.
what. Yeah,
That's good to hear.
Well,
they were bitching about your boyfriends and how late you'd stay up.
My parents are more of like a passive kind of, like, they're
Very
not gonna,
passive aggressive. Like,
yeah, very
look at
passive.
you down their nose.
Yeah, like they would let me date the people that I wanted to date. They wouldn't say anything, but they had that ambiance, that sort of like energy that they didn't want that person there, or they didn't really care for them.
And that's what that tummy feeling comes in, where you're just like, I know this isn't what you want right now.
Yeah.
I can feel that.
Yeah. And now the only time I ever feel Christian guilt is when I'm at home. I had asked them to...
Does it stress you out?
It kind of does. That's why I can't be there for too long. I can be there for like maximum 2 days. Then I gotta go.
Yeah.
Because I'm at a point where I'm like, that's all they're going to talk about. They're going to pressure me into going to church with them. They're going to want to talk about like where I'm at religiously, spiritually, that kind of thing. It always comes eventually.
Right.
So I try to be there for a good time and a good time only, and then I dip out. because I just like it's the same conversation over and over again, and they know nothing's changed. I know nothing's changed, but they still want to have that conversation, trying to push, like, kind of push like the little girl that was still in me, that may still be in me, of like, well, don't you feel like this is what you've been doing? Like, you used to be so into mission work. Like, that's what I did when I graduated high school. I was like, I'm not going to no college. I'm going to do mission trips. And I decorated my graduation cap, go into all the world and preach the gospel. And, like, I was so into it. I'm like, this is what I'm going to do. And then
it was like a complete 180.
Yeah, it really was. I had to. I was like, I was falling apart, dude. I could not do the Christianity thing. It was eating me
So on the
alive.
surface, you look like, I'm going on mission trips. I'm graduating. I'm doing this. I'm not going to school. I'm going to spread the word, and that's what I'm going to do. And that would have been acceptable. I bet your parents really would have helped you financially doing that.
Oh, they would have loved it. But now I'm kind of just paying my own bills, doing my own thing, and at least they can't tell me that they're going to take it away from me or change it or that kind of thing. Like, I'm just figuring it out, and I just can't have them financially a part of it, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
I have to be independent if I want to figure out what I want to do, because otherwise they will push their own agendas.
Well, being independent, being not so righteous, being a good person, loving people, being loved back. I believe in love, I think is what people, if they ask me what your religion is, love.
I love love.
As gay as that is.
Oh, I love love.
Love.
I love love, bro. I really do. Friendships, relationships, even acquaintances, like, oh, just like the relationships of, like, with all these people. Like, I love love, bro.
Right.
Makes you do
Just
nice
spread
things.
love. That's all I'm doing. Visualize world peace and spread love.
Visualize world peace and spread love.
That's it. That's
I
the
really
two
love that.
rules. Those are my rules. Well, Saundra, it has been a goddamn pleasure.
Well, I appreciate it. Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you for being a listener and critiquing me on my first few episodes.
I do what I can.
We love you. Is there anything else you want to say out there? Anybody? Any shouts out? Anything you need to get off your chest?
All I really want to say is, if it's your thing, go ahead and do it. As long as it's not hurting nobody else, you're good. That's it. That's all I got.
All right. Well, we love you, and we will be keeping up with you. Come up with a new episode title. We'll have multiple episodes.
We'll think about something else.
Meet someone who has red hair.
What's it like having red hair?
What's it like having red hair? Red? What's up, Red? How you doing, Big Red? All right.
Nicknames.
Right. Well, we are over and out. Thank you for listening.